Welcome back to another Titanfall 2 video, and I decided to mix it up a bit. Instead of weapon review, I'm going to talk about some problems with face shift ability. Also, thank you for 150 subs. From a gameplay point, it's a great idea with a great execution, both literally and figuratively, because the inner pieces execution is amazing. With a click of a button, you briefly travel to an alternate universe that is a perfect copy of the one you're already in, because it's completely devoid of people. Simple idea, right? Well, yes, but my main problem with it is how do they phase shift? I know it's some game science and lore, so to make it clear, what I mean is how does organic matter phase shift? If we look at who can phase shift in the Titanfall universe, they're all robots. The phase shift pilot, robot. Ronin, obviously a robot. Ash, also a robot. So, what we've established is that organic matter should not be able to phase dash. And I'm ignoring Wraith from Apex because she was an experiment, also a whole lot of lore and more game science, and I don't care about that. Maybe the human pilot in Ronin thing can be explained because, Ronin is protective casing, because, he's a Titan, he's bigger, there's more space to add all these protective materials, which, admittedly, is a cop-out, but I guess it makes sense. If so, explain this. A human pilot rode a Ronin and phase dashed without a problem. Also, if an enemy pilot is rotating you, you can phase dash to hurt them and duplicate a battery without taking any damage. Just a fun fact. Phase rewind gives me even more of a headache to think about because it's phase shift, but you alter space, time, and sometimes gravity even more than normal because you're literally moving back in time, yet everything else around you is not moving back in time. And just look at this, really. It's very confusing. Fun fact, the code for phase shift does not teleport you to a duplicate map like in cause and effect. It just makes you invisible to other people and makes you immune to damage. However, two people in the phase mesh can see each other but not deal any damage. I don't know where to put this. Back to the video. Another thing that bothers me is phase kills. If a pilot phase shifts into a pilot, the pilot that is getting phase shifted into dies, but if a Ronin phase shifts into a Titan, the Ronin that phase shifted dies. I know this is for balancing purposes because pilot movement is much harder to predict than Titan movement, but at least make the Ronin kill consistent because you can just sword block and not die yet be inside of an enemy. Like, what? Oh, and pretty obvious, but if a pilot phase shifts into a Titan, the pilot dies, which, yeah. Another problem with phase shift is that, like, the phase shift but you die still. I cannot count how many times I've phase shifted but still died for some reason. I press the button to phase shift, I see the arm pop up for the animation, I see my screen go black and white, yet I still die. Maybe just the code being weird, but it's always weird like that. Like, that has happened to me so many times. It's probably happened to you too. Not to mention that phase shift is pretty bad in capture the flag since you can't phase shift and carry the flag because you end up dropping the flag, which I guess makes sense, but I mean, when you phase shift, you don't drop your weapons or anything, you just keep them. So it's like, I know it's for balancing purposes to make the game fair, but come on, Respawn, come on. But now, my biggest problem with phase shift is that you don't completely disappear. You leave behind a trail of smoke that can be followed. And sure, new players can be fooled, but I mean, this game came out 9 years ago. Yes, 9 years ago, 2016. Everyone knows about the phase shift ability, unless they're like really a fresh install, which basically never happens. So while your opponents can track you because of the smoke, you have no idea where they are, which could put you in a much more dangerous and less advantageous situation. I mean, you can't damage them and they can't damage you, so you can heal up a bit and reload, but I mean, so can they. The risk of you is gone. So now that you've listened to me rant about the inconsistencies of the phase shift ability, I hope you leave with a deeper understanding of absolutely nothing, because half of this is just lore that I'm not going to cover, and the other half is just coding, which I don't know about. So, yeah. Thank you for 150 subscribers, and I'll see you next time.